Hey guys, it's Dylan Bartlett here, the Pro with Wings, and today I'm giving you guys the deck list for my BubbleBeat. It's a little different, you could call it, I guess, unorthodox, but I'll explain some of the card choices I'm making, and I have one proxy in here. I'll show you the side and the extra deck, but the extra deck there's a couple cards missing, there's a couple cards missing, and the side deck, there's a couple cards missing, so, let's get started. This is mainly a testing process, but I tested it out actually last night, and it works pretty well. So we got the one Stratus, excuse me, triple Alias, and triple Bubble Man. That's the monster lineup. I don't like that Illumina Soldier or Illusion Knight or whatever his name is. I don't think he's any good. For spells, you got Trip Pod Duality, Trip E-Call, Rhoda, then we got Triple Miracle Fusions, Triple Gemini Sparks, Heavy Storm, Double MST. I was playing 3, but 3 can kind of get clogged, especially if you're not playing an opponent who's running like Safe Zone or Heavy Back Rows. So I didn't really like this, or like 3. But you can play 3. It's just at my locals there's not a lot of Dark Worlds and what's his name's wind-ups for me to play 3. Plus I don't think I need 3 of these for wind-ups, but I would like to have them against Dark World. And we have Dark Hole, Reborn, Book of Moon, and this is my only proxy. It's supposed to be a Forbidden Chalice. You don't have to play this card. I like it. I saw Rodrigo Tigueras playing this, and I like it. It's not dead at 1, and it actually is playable. I never usually have it like set and chain onto an effect. Most of the time they'll have something on the board. Like I was playing one of my buddies last night, and I top decked this, and he had a Cyber Valley on the field. So I was like, attack, you have a response. It's like, well, when I activate Cyber Valley's effect, I'm like, okay, Forbidden Chalice it. But, I mean, this was going to be a smashing ground. So, either way, in that situation, it could have been either way. But I like it for right now, but you don't have to play it. Then we have the Solemn Brigade, Mirror Force, Double TT, let's see. Double Compulse. I really love this card. I think it's really good. A lot of people play 1 inside the other, or they'll side deck 2. I like 2 in the main because they're always exceeding. It's never a bad card. I can go for game with this. I mean, against Dino Rabbit, they go Rabbit. I can either pop the Rabbit back, and or I can let both Saber Source pop back a Saber Source to your hand. So yeah, it's really good, especially with the Pro. I think this card just got really good. And then 1 Starlight Road, it's just staple. 2 Deep Prisons and a Bottomless. I don't think anybody main decks the Bottomlesses, but this was a 3rd prison. I like 3D prisons, but in some situations, like against Chaos Dragons, I gotta have a Bottomless to stop the Red Eyes Metal, because if I just have a D prison set, the Red Eyes Metal just gets another 25 beater, and D prison can only stop 1. So I don't have any Phoenix Chains, but I don't think you really need Phoenix Chains. And then I play Hero Blast. I really like this card. I was playing 2, and against Chaos Dragons, it would be kind of dead. You don't have to destroy a card. You can just flip it, and grab back your alias, and you don't have to flip a card. But and still, like adding that, it just wasn't good. I mean, if you have this turn 1, or even maybe turn 2, I guess it's good because they go Tour Guide. You can be like, okay, pop. Grab out my alias, but it usually doesn't happen like that because you'll usually have Stratos or an alias on the field, In turn 1, they'll go Tour Guide, and you can't blow up anything. So, I really don't like 2. I just like the 1. 1 works, actually. It's pretty good. I'll show you guys the side deck. The side deck can change, though. I'll do an update video because this is just for right now. One Fossil Dino. This card's very debatable, but in theory, I think it can be good because if I side deck the 1 for like windups, which is probably the only thing I'm gonna side it against, probably not Rabbit, just windups. Maybe Inzectors, but I doubt it. My theory is, late game, if I duality and get this guy, I can just set it, because windups really can't do anything to get rid of it except for dark holing, and if they already have a huge field, then, it still works out for me. Double Crow, that's for Chaos Dragons, Inzectors, windups. 1 Snowman Eater, I'm probably going to bump it up to 2, but I just got the 1 for right now. These are supposed to be 2 electric viruses. I am just way too lazy to go out into my storage unit to grab my box of commons, to grab my electric viruses. So those are 2 electric viruses. They are not puppet plants. The 1 MST and the, where's that? The 1 Death Tornado. I'm starting to like this. I just put it in last night. Mainly for, I might put these in against dragons because of Future Fusion. It's such an OP card in their deck. If they grab the Future Fusion, they usually win. These are for safe zones and Roll Decrees. Roll Decree doesn't really affect me that much. I can work off my traps. Or, I don't work off my traps. Traps are just there to, like, make it consistent. I don't necessarily need them. But in games 2 and 3, like if I play Inzectors when I'm starting pretty heavily, trap heavy for them, then, it can be a problem. But I know Inzectors play 3 safe zones, so if they have it on their guy, that I can just pop it off with that. So, Double Smash, T-Kings, Mirror Match, maybe. Triple Shadow Mirror, that's for Dark Worlds, and Inzectors. Inzectors can't bounce from this. Dark Worlds can kind of work around it, but it's really hard for them too. So, and then Double Rivalry. That's pretty much just for windups. And then the extra deck. I only have 14 cards in the extra deck right now, but extra deck isn't really. The extra deck is just player preference. It doesn't have to be a certain thing. So we got 3 Shinings, 2 Zeros, a Gaia, a Great Tornado. That's the only heroes I have. I might put a Nova Master in here, but I don't think it's necessary because I don't side Super Poly. I hate Super Poly because, especially with Compulses now, I don't know. I was in a game one time and I was like, I Super Poly'd something. I discarded a card and I Book a Moon. And apparently, since the target isn't technically on the field, it can't resolve apparently. So, and it really sucks because I lost so much advantage. I was on a -2, I think, or a 3. Same thing with Compulse. If I Super Poly, they can Compulse their own guy back, and it's like, oh, you wasted 2 cards. So, I don't like it, but anywho. Chimera. This could be helpful, maybe. I'm still thinking about signing 1 Cyber Dragon. Same thing, like, the Falcon might be a Cyber Dragon. Because, if I'm playing, like, Karakuri or against it, or Machine the Gadget or something, and late game a Super Poly, or not Super Poly, but I put a Duality into a Cyber Dragon, I should get, like, Special Contact. But I also have Reborn, so that's why he's in here. Utopia. I might play 2, I don't know yet. Leviathan. He's just a beater. He's just in there. I had space for him, so. Double Blade. Ninja. Brio, it's my favorite synchro, so I threw it in there. And Stardust Dragon because I play the Starlight Red. So that's my build for BubbleBeat. I really love the deck. I think it's really cool because it plays Bubble Man. But I'll do an update video. The main deck's pretty much perfect. The only cards I'm debating in the main deck is that one Bottomless and the Forbidden Chalice. Those are the only cards I'm debating in the deck. The extra deck, you don't really need an extra deck, like a specific one for it. You just need the heroes. And I've yet to be in a position where I need to make a Nova Master. So yeah. And the extra deck, or not the extra, the side deck, that's the work in progress. That's really what I'm, working on. The cards I'm really debating on playing is really just the Fossil Dino. That's really the only card I'm debating. And I kind of want to find room for Dark Bribes, maybe. Because if I'm going to play against windups, I would like to side deck Dark Bribes against them. So if I go Rivalry, I have more protection for the Rivalry because they can't really go ham if I have a Rivalry on the field. So if I have like a Road and Dark Bribe, I can protect it. But I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. So thanks for watching, guys. Please sub. Tell me what you think. And I like good jazz, and I will see you guys next time.